Good evening and welcome to the City of Vaughan's virtual volunteer recognition award ceremony in honor of our city's most outstanding volunteers of 2021. My name is Anna Rose. I'm the acting recreation manager of events, theater, and studio operations. Thank you for joining us this evening. We are excited to be here with you virtually to recognize the many individuals whose exceptional efforts have served to enrich the lives of so many people in so many ways. Whether it's lending a helping hand at a long-term care home, or sharing your time with a charitable cause that is close to your heart, or just helping to make the world a better place one smile at a time, Vaughan is blessed to have such special individuals who have a passion for giving back to their community. Since the program's inception in 1998, we have paid tribute to over 3,500 volunteers. This is a true testament of the kindness and compassion that radiates throughout our great city. It is now my pleasure to welcome an inspirational individual who proudly leads our world-class city, His Worship, the Honorable Mauricio Bevilacqua, Mayor of the City of Vaughan, to extend his greetings.
Hi, and welcome to the City of Vaughan's 2022 Virtual Volunteer Recognition Awards Ceremony. Thank you for joining us today. This is one of the most cherished city events because it celebrates people like you, dedicated, compassionate, and hardworking volunteers who represent the very best of what Vaughan citizenship is truly all about. Anyone who has experienced the care and compassion of a volunteer understands the invaluable contributions they make to our community's quality of life and overall well-being. The past few years have been particularly challenging, but it's during these extraordinary times we have seen citizens come together in the spirit of resiliency, hope, and generosity. I want to thank every local non-for-profit organization and community group that took the time to nominate its most outstanding volunteer of the year. To each of this year's honorees, please accept my sincerest gratitude and appreciation for volunteering your time and talent to inspire hope for a brighter future. Your dedicated efforts are making a lasting and meaningful impact in our city and beyond. On behalf of members of council, congratulations and thank you for making Vaughan the place to be.
Thank you, Mayor Bevilacqua, for your kind remarks, and thank you, members of council. Traditionally, this meaningful ceremony would have been hosted at Vaughan City Hall, where recipients and guests gathered to celebrate our volunteers. For this year's virtual event, recipients received their recognition certificate and pin in the mail to acknowledge their selfless efforts and dedication to the service of others. We will honor each recipient by sharing a brief description of their incredible volunteer work, along with the photo which will appear on your screen. Our ceremony begins with the first recipient, followed by each volunteer in alphabetical order. Every effort has been made to ensure each name has been pronounced correctly. Please accept our sincere apologies if there are any discrepancies. Let's begin. Eric Ackerman. Eric Ackerman is a recipient of this award for his volunteer work with Chabad of Maple. Over the last 8 years, Eric has been a lead volunteer, regularly attending and assisting with weekly services and with setup and event coordination for holiday events. He has impressively contributed hundreds of hours to helping the community. Always greeting people with a warm smile, Eric's positive attitude and strong desire to help others has garnered him as a gem to the community. Rizwana Amla. Rizwana Amla is receiving this award for her volunteer work since 2010 with the Muslim community in Vaughan. Rizwana is the founding director of the organization, created to support others in the city she loves. As a director, she organizes events for causes such as food bank donations, Eid drive-through, and helping seniors to obtain groceries and medications during the pandemic. She also coordinates with spokespersons to ensure continuous support for the community. A very detail-oriented person, she takes care of funding for the group, as well as any finance-related matters for the organization. Her kind and energetic personality towards everyone she meets is greatly appreciated. Bolu Watefe Badejo. Boluwatafe Badejo is a recipient of this award for his volunteerism with the Redeemed Christian Church of God, House of Miracles. Bolu is a member of the church attending each Sunday. Highly efficient and reliable, he volunteers with the media team and provides pastoral support, assisting with administrative duties and various assignments as needed. His dedication is very much appreciated. Ronnie Borelli. Ronnie Borelli is receiving this award for his volunteer work with York Entrepreneurship Development Institute, also known as YETI, an outstanding volunteer dedicating his time to mentoring entrepreneurs at YETI since 2015. Ronnie is always eager to give his time and goes above and beyond for those he mentors, often following up on their journey. During the early stages of entrepreneurship, when support and tools are instrumental in ensuring success, it is appreciated to have mentors like Ronnie who truly care. YETI is proud to nominate him for this much-deserved award. Laura Boy. Laura Boy is a recipient of this award for her volunteer work with Canadian Mental Health Association, York and South Simcoe. Since June 2016, Laura has volunteered with the organization, consistently demonstrating integrity, professionalism, and a deep desire to ensure the highest level of care is accessible to all who live in the region. As Vice Chair, Laura mentors board members and drives change, supporting governance and best practices. Whether in the boardroom or on a bicycle at the Mental Health in Motion fundraiser, Laura exemplifies excellence in leadership and commitment to the community. Barbara Buttrell. Barbara Buttrell is receiving this award for her volunteer work with Vita Nova. A hardworking and faithful volunteer for the past 10 years, she has been a part of the group who style themselves as the Friends of Vita Nova. They have organized summer festivals, walkathons, and other fundraising initiatives in aid of Vita Nova, most especially its annual fundraising dinner known as the Celebration of Life, held in late November or early December. Canceled in 2020 due to the COVID-19 pandemic, a virtual version in November of 2021 was proven to once again be a roaring success. Barbara is saluted for her wonderful work throughout her many years of volunteerism. Cyril Broad. Cyril Broad is a recipient of this award for his volunteer work with Circle of Care. Since 2015, Cyril has been a volunteer with Meals on Wheels program, delivering meals twice a week from 2 food provider locations to elderly and vulnerable seniors. He gives of his time without hesitation and can always be counted on to step up and lend a hand whenever needed. His kind disposition and reliable nature, along with his deep compassion and caring for clients, is much appreciated by Circle of Care and all whose lives he has touched. John Carbonaro. John Carbonaro is receiving this award for his volunteerism for more than 10 years with the Vaughan Food Bank. A dedicated, responsible, hardworking volunteer, he selflessly gives of time 8 hours a day, 5 or 6 days a week, as well as many evenings as required. During the challenges posed by the COVID-19 pandemic, John supported his fellow volunteers and community even more vigorously. Without John's dedication to the warehouse and the logistics required for it to run efficiently, the Vaughan Food Bank would not have been able to service the community of Vaughan to the outstanding ability it has. The food bank is very appreciative of his outstanding volunteerism. Vita Catalano. Vita Catalano is a recipient of this award for her dedicated volunteer work with CHATS, Community and Home Assistance to Seniors. An outreach volunteer for 19 years, even the pandemic didn't slow Vita down. Whether assisting in person or by telephone, she continues to stay in touch with vulnerable, isolated seniors. Always friendly and positive, her support is second to none. Over the years, she has helped dozens of seniors remain active and engaged. Despite her own physical challenges, Vita juggles full-time caregiving with her almost daily support to the organization and its clients. CHATS is profoundly grateful for her outstanding dedication. Harry Klingon. Elder Deacon Harry Klingon is receiving this award for his volunteerism at Langstaff Assembly. A faithful volunteer in a leadership role for over 60 years, Elder Deacon Klingon also assists with practical duties such as head of ground maintenance and snow removal. Currently in his late 80s, and though retired for some of his past volunteer duties at Langstaff, he still faithfully fulfills many of his tasks and is a great support to the current leadership of the church. During the COVID-19 pandemic restrictions of 2020 and 2021, when all in-person services were moved online, he was instrumental in the upkeeping of the property for the continued enjoyment of the congregation. Hugh Cook. Hugh Cook is receiving this award for his outstanding community volunteerism with many organizations serving Vaughan. Shortly after arriving in Maple in 1959, Hugh began his volunteer journey with the Maple United Church. This was the beginning of 60 years of service that included coach and executive member of the Maple Minor Hockey Association, coach and umpire for Maple Softball, president of Maple Area Recreation Committee, coach of Maple Men's Slow Pitch Team, volunteer with the Senators Curling Group at the Richmond Hill Curling Club, assistant coach with Maple's first hardball team, which won the Ontario Championship in 1977, and coordinator of the seniors badminton tournaments. Additionally, he assisted in building backstops, fences, and baseball diamonds. He has also volunteered as Vaughan Day Organizing Committee representative for Maple, treasurer of Vaughan Township Historical Society, a group he joined in 1990 and is still a member of, reviewer for the Canadian Review of Materials, an all-volunteer publication that features reviews of books and other materials that are authored, illustrated, and published by Canadians, and that are produced for the interest of children and adolescents. Many of the books that he reviewed were donated to the Vaughan Library. He is also the author of Some of Vaughan's Pictorial Past, which describes historical moments, events, and customs of the early pioneers in Vaughan, and he was responsible for the preparation and printing of the Maple's Nitwits, book for the Vaughan Historical Society. In 1991, he led the Ontario Genealogical Society volunteers that transcribed the City of Vaughan's cemeteries. He served as librarian for Ontario Genealogical Section's Family History Room in the Richmond Hill Library, where he worked to record the history associated with the City of Vaughan's cemeteries. Hugh's exceptional and extensive volunteerism to the City of Vaughan is not only impressive, but serves as an inspiration to all. Shamala Devanayagam. Shamala Devanayagam is a recipient of this award for her volunteer work with Human Endeavor. Shamala has been an active and dedicated volunteer since 2015, assisting with the wellness program and community gardens. Along with her many responsibilities at home, she enthusiastically contributes to community events, often providing delicious homemade meals and treats. Her generous personality helps bring people together and encourages them to contribute their time and energy in positive ways. Shamala exemplifies strength and resilience even in the most trying times and brings much joy and hope to all whose lives she touches. David De Benedetto. David De Benedetto is receiving this award for his outstanding volunteerism with Waves of Changes for Autism. Having joined the committee in 2019 as an executive member, David focuses on brand development, sponsorship packages, key marketing materials including website and graphic design, development and execution, and video development for virtual and in-person events. Volunteering his business marketing and communications expertise, he has helped to build the charity's brand awareness and promote its mission, successfully elevating its profile within the community and beyond. Joseph Diaco. Joseph Diaco is a recipient of this award posthumously for his outstanding volunteerism with the Vaughan Soccer Club. Joseph was a kind and giving person, a frontline volunteer always ready to assist and manage competitive teams. To ensure that the members had the best and most comfortable experience at the club, Joe had donated office furniture for everyone's comfort and enjoyment. For close to 15 years, his dedication to the club and his family went above and beyond his role as a volunteer. He has left a memorable legacy for all whose lives he has touched. The The club would like this award to be dedicated to his wife, Maria Diaco, and his children, Christina and Nicholas. The Vaughan Soccer Club is thankful to Joe Diaco's family for sharing such a wonderful person with them. Ellen Erdman. Ellen Erdman is receiving this award for her dedicated volunteer work with Danny Developing and Nurturing Independence, an organization supporting adults with disabilities. A volunteer in the music program for many years, Ellen's dedication to the participants is admirable, particularly during the challenging past 2 years where her uplifting music has helped many participants experience some much-needed joy in their lives. Ellen's dedication of her time and talents without hesitation is much appreciated. Gary Gardusay. Gary Gardusay is a recipient of this award for his volunteer work for the past 3 years with the Filipino-Canadian Association of Vaughan. Gary is currently a member of the board of directors and helps with the beautification of the community, including painting the walls of the Patricia Kemp Community Center, upkeeping the cleanliness of the floors, disposing of garbage, and performing gardening duties. As well, he also teaches arnis, a form of Filipino martial arts for the kids and seniors to enjoy, helping to keep everyone active and engaged in forming friendships. A giving person, Gary continues to volunteer his time whenever possible to help the association continue to meet its goals. Sid Goldberg. Sid Goldberg is receiving this award for his volunteer work with Westmount Schule and Learning Center, a consummate volunteer for over 20 years. Sid always searches for ways to help the synagogue and community. The first one to arrive at the synagogue daily, he assists with keeping the area tidy and clean and helps with organizing for the Sabbath and ensures all food is ready for the Saturday social. Sid also delivers packages to the shut-ins of the community, of which was most appreciated during the lockdown period over the last 2 years when even more people were not able to attend in person. He is a consistent and reliable volunteer, giving of his time between 2 to 6 hours per week. A recipient of the synagogue's Lifetime Volunteer Achievement Award 4 years ago, Sid is an invaluable asset to the community, greeting newcomers with a friendly smile and modeling all of the tenets of an outstanding volunteer. Sarah Grilly. Sarah Grilly is a recipient of this award for her dedicated volunteerism with Caritas School of Life. For the past 7 years, whether assisting with the annual Rib Fest, Christmas luncheons, or annual fundraising events, Sarah is always prepared to roll up her sleeves to help. She works meticulously to ensure that individuals seeking care at Caritas have a pleasant experience when making their inquiries. Caritas feels very fortunate to have Sarah as a volunteer. Santina Grimaldi. Santina Grimaldi is receiving this award for her volunteer work with Hospice Vaughan. For the past 7 years and counting, Santina has been a dedicated and engaged volunteer supporting numerous programs, including the day program, kitchen nutrition, wellness calls, and events, among others. Her strong desire to contribute to the community and her willingness to lend a helping hand with a smile is much appreciated. Hospice Vaughan is grateful for Santina's continued commitment to the clients she serves and to the Hospice Vaughan community. Farah Gureri. Farah Gureri is a recipient of the award for her volunteerism with Wolfapalooza. Since having joined the organization in 2015 as part of its inaugural year, Farah has continued to demonstrate exemplary dedication through her willingness to fulfill a variety of roles whenever needed, having gone above and beyond in meeting any expectations. In 2019, Farah undertook a lead position as an event coordinator for the organization's 4th annual festival, a role that commands overseeing a variety of volunteers while assisting with the logistics and safety of executing a successful event. Due to the pandemic, the organization went virtual between 2020 and 2021. However, with its festival returning in June of 2022, Farah will once again step into her role to welcome back all the newest additions of furry family members. The organization would like to commend Farah on her work ethic and her compassionate nature in giving back to the Vaughan community. Vikas Gulati. Vikas Gulati is receiving this award for his volunteer work with the Vaughan Cricket Club. Since its inception in 2015, Vikas continues to play a very important role in the development of the club's success. As cricket has become one of the fastest growing sports, his dedication of countless hours in the role of director to ensure important decisions are made which best serve the community of Vaughan is greatly appreciated by all. Jacqueline Haber. Jacqueline Marie Haber is a recipient of this award for her volunteerism with the 1st Woodbridge Scouts Canada. A volunteer leader in the Beaver section for 4 years, Jacqueline is a certified teacher providing immeasurable wisdom to the group. As a parent, she understands that the tenets of dedication and understanding is vital in assisting youth to reach their full potential. Volunteering her time, energy, and skills, and having gone above and beyond during the COVID-19 pandemic, she helps provide safe and fun opportunities for youth through planning and implementing activities that encompass belonging, self-worth, growth, community, and safety. Her dedication is very much appreciated. John Ross Harvey. John Ross Harvey is receiving this award for his volunteer work with the Velour Woods Ratepayers Association. John has been an incredibly dedicated and steadfast volunteer for almost 20 years. He is the sound of reason in the organization, always providing a planning reason when the organization is faced with challenging developments in the community. He has taken precious time out of his home life to ensure that the community of Velour and surrounding area remains one of the most desirable and safe communities within Vaughan. He has represented the association at the Ontario Land Tribunal. He presents his deputations in precise, concise, and logical order and provides solutions. John is a valuable team member in the organization. Faye Hecht. Faye Hecht is a recipient of this award for her volunteer work with youth assisting youth. Faye is currently a volunteer youth mentor. Matched with a mentee during the COVID-19 pandemic, she began mentoring virtually 3 hours per week, providing guidance, support, and encouragement as a positive role model. With the challenges presented with virtual meetings, she became creative in providing meaningful and fun activities which aided her mentee in her personal growth and allowed her to thrive, leading to greater self-confidence, improved social skills, development of more interests and hobbies, and the building of a stronger friendship with peers. A responsible and respectful volunteer, Faye demonstrates excellent time management, organizational, and communication skills. Faye has gone above and beyond her initial 1-year commitment. She demonstrates the epitome of a dedicated volunteer. Andrew Icabelli. Andrew Icabelli is receiving this award for his volunteer work with Villa Leonardo Gambin Long-Term Care, Friuli Long-Term Care, since 2015. Known for his rare mix of business savvy, unwavering dedication, and empathy, Andrew has been an enthusiastic board volunteer and in 2018 was elected chairperson. He has since guided the not-for-profit organization through some of its most difficult years. Andrew has spent hundreds of hours working with board and management team members to ensure that Villa Leonardo Gambin remains best in class amongst long-term care residences. Assisting with the creation of fundraising campaigns and collaborating on all fundraising activities, Andrew is always eager to participate in functions held at the residence in honor of staff and residents. Elizabeth Karvasarski. Elizabeth Karvasarski is receiving this award for her volunteerism with RENA since June 2017 with the residential and outreach programs. Elizabeth volunteers with a specific individual at the RENA residence, walking with her to weekly synagogue services. During the COVID-19 pandemic, she continued her visits virtually. Since her volunteer work began, staff have noticed positive changes within the individual she assists, due to Elizabeth's warm and caring nature. The two have developed an incredible relationship and bond. Rena is truly grateful for her dedication in helping others. Priyavadan Karawar. Priyavadan Karawar is a recipient of this award for his volunteer work with the Thornhill Senior Citizens Club. A member of the club since 2012, Priya Vadan is involved with the seniors' entertainment programs and all other activities organized by the club. He is a hardworking, dedicated member and is also a member of the Shri Kshatriya Mandal of Toronto since 1994, a lifetime member and volunteer of Gujarat Samaj and volunteer at Vishnu Temple and Human Endeavors. The club is proud to have Priya Vadan as both a member and outstanding volunteer. Victor Lacaria. Victor Lacaria is receiving this award for his dedicated volunteer work with the Weston Downs Ratepayers Association. Born and raised in Vaughan, Victor finds value in giving back to his community and leads by example. His mantra has always been, working together, we can make a positive impact. Over the last 3 years, his extensive work as the co-president of the association has allowed him to experience the true meaning of community advocacy. His passion, determination, and dedication have led the team to achieve numerous positive outcomes, whether it be in council meetings representing residents' needs or in bringing people together working as a team with local initiatives. Victor has proven to be a local leader and champion for Weston Downs. Jessie Lau. Jessie Lau is a recipient of this award for her volunteer work with Vaughan Film Festival. Since joining the team in November 2020, Jessie has proven to be an essential asset. She is energetic, enthusiastic, thoughtful, and a pleasure to work with. Although her main role is junior graphic designer, she has effortlessly adapted to other roles when required. Jessie embodies all the great qualities in an outstanding volunteer. Henry Lee. Henry Lee is receiving this award for his volunteer work with All About Vaughan. A volunteer since 2016, Henry has consistently demonstrated his reliable and hardworking nature, assisting at all events and taking on the challenge of any task as needed. Recently, he has taken on the role of assistant event coordinator. His past event experience has allowed him to excel in this role, including ensuring all is in order and that any urgent situation is handled professionally. Henry's loyalty and commitment is second to none. Sandra Levy. Sandra Levy is a recipient of this award for her volunteerism with Maple Glen Seniors Club. A dedicated volunteer for several years, Sandra has consistently demonstrated compassion in assisting senior club members as needed during social gatherings, bingo events, and numerous other occasions. Her caring nature extended into the challenging times of the COVID-19 pandemic, where she forewent time away from her own family obligations to drive seniors to their medical appointments and assist with their grocery shopping. Her dedication is much appreciated by all whose lives she has touched. Leah Lebenthal. Leah Lebenthal is receiving this award for her volunteerism with Friendship Circle. Leah joined the organization in 2016 as a volunteer working with a child with special needs. She is extremely kind, devoted, and giving, and dedicated her time on a weekly basis. In 2020, Leah joined the team serving as the volunteer coordinator and Sunday Circle leader. She is responsible and always goes above and beyond to ensure the Friendship Circle is helping as many families as possible. The organization is very appreciative of Leah's hard work, dedication, and volunteerism in assisting children and teens with special needs. Giuseppina Ligori. Giuseppina Ligori is a recipient of this award for her volunteer work with Villa Colombo Senior Center in Vaughan. For over 10 years, Giuseppina has lent support to the residents, her mother among them. She has assisted with activities, in particular, leading rosary groups. Following her mother's passing in 2021, she enrolled as a volunteer so that she may continue to visit and assist the residents she so deeply cares for, helping with Sunday Mass and other spiritual services. She gives of herself selflessly, tackling the long drive to the home to brighten a resident's day. Her dependable, friendly, and positive outlook is appreciated by all whose lives she touches. Diane Magsipok. Diane Magsipok is receiving this award for her dedicated volunteerism with Boomerang Health since September 2019. Diane has assisted with several group programs by supporting clinicians in helping clients meet their therapy goals and has also provided consistent support clinic-wide by taking on responsibilities related to clinic documentation and program development and preparation. An outstanding team player, she develops rapport with those around her and has demonstrated incredible communication, dedication, and motivation. Boomerang Health feels very lucky to have her as a volunteer. Marilyn Marziani. Marilyn Marziani is a recipient of this award for her volunteerism with Mackenzie Health, having joined the organization in the fall of 2021. From the onset, Marilyn's enthusiasm and energy has been exceptional. Starting as a GPS wayfinding volunteer, her outgoing personality helps patients and their families feel at ease when navigating the hospital. When she assists patients to their car at discharge, it is often remarked how wonderful their experience has been because of her attention to detail and her desire to make the patient comfortable. In a short time, she expanded her roles to include patient accounts volunteer, as well as medical imaging volunteer, always eager to learn and work hard. She will often fill a vacant shift on short notice when needed and will always give her very best in all the departments she works in. Marilyn is a wonderful addition to the Mackenzie Health volunteer team. Alicia Morano. Alicia Morano is receiving this award for her volunteer work with the McMichael Canadian Art Collection. A member of the McMichael Volunteer Committee since January 2015, she is in her second term as president. In 2021, Alicia remotely organized the annual volunteer fundraiser, taking it from 29 years of being an in-person event to a first-time online fundraiser. Alicia's exceptional technical and problem-solving skills resulted in a successful event raising over $30,000 for the exhibition program at the McMichael Canadian Art Collection. Alicia's focus and flexibility are truly remarkable and appreciated. Muhammad Nasrallah. Muhammad Nasrallah is a recipient of this award for his volunteerism for more than 10 years with Humanity First. Muhammad has dedicated thousands of hours of volunteering and has often canceled his own plans to help someone in need. He devotes his time weekly and is a very humble person, ready to complete any assigned task from cleaning the facility, delivering food, or providing rides to those who require them. Muhammad is a team player and a pleasure to work with. Danny Nitsopoulos. Danny Nitsopoulos is receiving this award for his volunteerism with the Woodbridge Macedonian Seniors Club. Since the club's opening in 2012, Danny has served as a member on the board of directors on many occasions. A kind and friendly person, he is always available to the seniors, meeting with them 3 evenings a week and every morning on weekdays. His responsibilities include opening and closing the club and serving the seniors coffee, water, and cookies. Danny is instrumental in bringing the club members much happiness, conversing with them, and positively alleviating any experiences of loneliness and isolation. Louise Ouimet. Louise Ouimet is a recipient of this award for her volunteer work with the Woodbridge Agricultural Society. Louise has generously given of her time and efforts daily, whether it be building, painting, cleaning, or creating during the spring, summer, and fall of 2021 at the Woodbridge Fall Fair. Serving on site during every hour of the fair, she had assisted with any requests for support from entertainment to parking to the giant pumpkin competition. Louise is an admired, appreciated, and welcomed volunteer of the Society. Loretta Pavez. Loretta Pavez is receiving this award for her volunteerism with Vaughan Public Libraries. Loretta has served as a trustee of the Vaughan Public Library Board for the past 7 years and as a member of the board's Personnel and Policy Committee and the Budget and Finance Committee. Loretta is well respected by her colleagues and is a great contributor to the board's discussions through her extensive knowledge of the community and experience in support of local initiatives. Loretta greatly respects and acknowledges her colleagues and their contributions in setting the board's direction. She is an avid user and supporter of Vaughan's libraries, services, and support provided to its customers. Nino Perricone. Nino Perricone is receiving this award for his dedicated volunteerism with the Meta Center. A long-standing volunteer for over 35 years, Nino is one of the founding families who helped establish the center in 1986 and develop it to where it is today. A member of the Meta Foundation Board of Directors, Nino also served as co-chair of a siblings subcommittee wherein the organization works together to involve siblings in the lives of those receiving support. Nino has dedicated his time to fundraising events and supporting families with children with special needs. Nino's dedication, selfless volunteer work, compassion, and support of META is unmatched. Brian Pressament. Brian Pressament is a recipient of this award for his volunteerism with the Clerical Place of York Region. Brian serves as chair of the board of directors and in 2021 dedicated himself 24/7 to staff, the board, and families. He worked diligently to forge new partnerships and strengthen relationships between existing partners and donors. Due to the COVID-19 pandemic, the organization was unable to hold their signature fundraising event for the second year. However, Brian ensured that their walkathon tripled in donations, where he successfully raised over $15,000 on his own. Clerical Place of York Region is very appreciative of Brian's hard work and dedication. Mansoura Raouf. Mansoura Raouf is receiving this award for her volunteer work with the Ahmadiyya Muslim Women's Association Canada. A selfless and devoted member of the executive body, Mansoura serves as a pivotal role in the communication and coordination between the National Executive Committee and local chapters. Her responsibilities include preparing the annual report for AMWA Canada, organizing and executing annual refresher courses, local chapter and National Executive Committee meetings, and the annual meeting of National Consultative Body. Over the last 10 years, her dedication has helped the association excel, and they are very grateful for her outstanding volunteerism. Vincent Rinaldo. Vincent Rinaldo is a recipient of this award for his outstanding volunteerism with the York Regional Police 4 Division, and in the field of education and public service for over 30 years. He currently serves as the Vice President of Ontario at Niagara University's Vaughan campus. Niagara University was the first university to establish themselves in York Region and chose Vaughan as their home. As Vice President, Vince has been a valued community partner of York Regional Police and the community at large. Once the university began operating in Vaughan, Vince recognized the value of fostering community relationships and the importance of the university becoming a part of the fabric of the community through collaboration, cooperation, and giving back. Anna Rizzo. Anna Rizzo is receiving this award for her volunteerism with Circle of Friends Butterfly Kisses Memorial Release for the past 4 years. Anna has devoted her time and efforts with organizing the annual butterfly release. She is a very compassionate, respectful, and humble individual who has made a positive impact in the lives of those that have lost their loved ones. Anna has proven to be an exemplary team player, and the Circle of Friends Committee is very fortunate to have a dedicated, warm, and friendly member on their team receiving this recognition. Phyllis Santone. Phyllis Santone is receiving this award for her dedicated volunteerism with Creating Alternatives, serving as organization founder and board president for over 20 years. Her leadership and commitment to the Vaughan community and to the Creating Alternatives mission of providing a place of inclusion and belonging for all to be valued members of the community is greatly admired. Her advocacy for individuals with developmental disabilities is an inspiration to many. She is truly a champion of the community. Ahmed Siddiqui. Ahmed Siddiqui is a recipient of this award for his volunteer work with the Islamic Society of Vaughan. An active volunteer since 2017, Ahmed served the society as a director and treasurer for 4 years. He was actively involved in the acquisition of a property in Vaughan to establish a place of worship for the Muslim community. He continues to assist the treasurer with banking activities. His dedication to the well-being of the Muslim community in Vaughan is greatly appreciated. Rosemary Stalteri Barranca. Rosemary Stalteri Barranca is receiving this award for her volunteer work with St. Gabriel the Archangel Catholic Elementary School. Rosemary has served on many school committees at St. John Bosco and now St. Gabriel the Archangel. She worked on many projects to assist the children's development of learning and healthy eating practices. She has served on the many church projects at the Immaculate Conception Parish, assisting families within the community who are experiencing challenges providing food for themselves or their families. She is always willing to assist within the community, and her dedication is very much appreciated. Gail Stevenson. Gail Stevenson is a recipient of this award for her dedicated volunteer work with the Woodbridge Horticultural Society. A member for more than 25 years, Gail has been a constant contributor and supporter of the Society's projects, including installing hearts on Valentine's Day in Armstrong Park, installation of 36 large containers arranged with plants and flowers on the Woodbridge Avenue Bridge, and events such as the St. Patrick's Day, Easter, Mother's Day, Canada Day, Thanksgiving, and Christmas. In the summer of 2020 and 2021, during the pandemic, Gail opened her beautiful garden to the community and did what she does best: lift the morale and spirit of those around her. The number of hours that she has volunteered are immeasurable. She is a recipient of the 2005 Ontario Volunteer Service Award, and in 2015, she and her husband had a plaque dedicated in their name. Her passion is the catalyst that motivates and energizes all the volunteers that help her with the many projects of the Society. They are privileged to have her in their midst. Antonella Strangis. Antonella Strangis is a recipient of this award for her longtime dedication of 18 years to Vaughan in Motion for cancer care. Antonella's energy and enthusiasm is very contagious and inspiring to all fellow members and directors. Her "let's get it done" attitude has been instrumental in assuming the role of recording secretary and lending unconditional help whenever and wherever it is needed. She can be found at all events playing a critical role, a characteristic that every volunteer community association wishes they had in all its members. Always the first to ask if help is needed, Antonella is an outstanding example of what a perfect volunteer is, and Vaughan in Motion is very appreciative of her dedication, commitment, and continued volunteerism. Francesca Sultana. Francesca Sultana is receiving this award for her volunteer work with $1 Million Smiles. A volunteer for over 10 years, Francesca is full of energy and always available when needed. In the last 2 years, she has taken over assisting with social media and has performed an amazing job. She also helps coordinate the annual Bear Drive and assists with all other fundraising initiatives. Francesca is very well liked by the kids and volunteers, and she always has a positive attitude, is driven, and is a model of a true leader. Heart-centered in everything she does, $1 Million Smiles is grateful for her hard work and dedication. Moshe Tshurna. Moshe Tshurna is a recipient of this award for his volunteer work with the Chabad Russian Center of Thornhill Woods. Moshe welcomes everyone who visits the center and makes them feel at home, often buying refreshments to enjoy. He also assists with organizing the Torah Dedication Parade and fundraisers for the center. During the COVID-19 pandemic, he brought old fire trucks for people to enjoy, uplifting their spirits. The center is grateful for his volunteerism. Juan Vargas Chang. Juan Vargas Chang is receiving this award for his dedicated volunteerism as a social support worker at Sarah Elizabeth Center. For the past 2 years, Juan has shared his time, support, and artistic gifts both in visual art and drama. He is instrumental in helping to prepare backdrops from scratch for any drama presentation, making the scenes all come to life. He also shares his entertaining ability to do voiceover for any part, making everyone shine together like stars. He often shares many of his creative and amazing ideas with the participants through storytelling, encouraging all the participants who are part of the special needs community to become involved, trying new experiences, and exploring their developmental skills more effectively. Always prepared to work, his enthusiasm brings joyful smiles to all staff, participants, family, and friends. Juan exemplifies the best in volunteering with his great team spirit, willingness to take on new challenges, and amazing representation of community relations. Stiles Weinberg. Stiles Weinberg is a recipient of this award for his volunteer work with the Acme Motorcycle Club. Stiles has repeatedly organized motorcycle runs to raise money for the new City of Vaughan Hospital. Over the past few years, the run has raised in excess of $60,000. He has served as president for over a decade and performs all duties, including organizational tasks, compliance with city bylaws and provincial laws, recruitment of members, recruitment of donations to the ride, donations to the City of Vaughan Hospital, and gifts and presents to the community. A friendly, outgoing, and humble person, Stiles gives freely of his time and is always willing to help any Vaughan citizen, whether a member of the club or otherwise. Mr. George Wilson is receiving this award for his exceptional volunteerism with the Royal Canadian Legion Branch 414. Mr. Wilson has been an active member at the RCL since 1978, working tirelessly for the branch and community. He has supported the Legion by providing his time and efforts during the Poppy campaign, in addition to the various other needs and projects. Most recently, at 85 years of age, he endured the chilly November weather during the 2020 Poppy campaign, standing at a grocery store daily for 2 weeks, raising more than $6,000 for the Poppy Fund. His dedication to the campaign and Remembrance Day service, including assisting with the preparation for the ceremony, was outstanding. Mr. Wilson is truly a huge asset to the Legion and the community. Congratulations to all of our volunteer recipients. You are all very deserving of this special award. Your passion and continued dedication to serving the greater community is inspiring, and we thank you for all that you do for our city and beyond. On behalf of Mayor Maurizio Bevilacqua, members of council, and the City of Vaughan, thank you for joining us this evening for the City of Vaughan's virtual Volunteer Recognition Awards ceremony, honoring the most outstanding volunteers of 2021. If you would like to watch the ceremony again or share it with your family, friends, or peers, you can do so by visiting vaughan.ca/volunteer awards. I wish you all a wonderful evening, good night, and stay safe.